Hello, welcome to today's video that is centered around the archetype of Arachnid. So I was a little bit on the fence for a long time in bringing this video because so easily the theme of arachnids or anything to do with spiders or creepy crawlies can often be off-putting, right? We often think of spirit animals as power objects, so jaguars, tigers, lions. We don't necessarily want to be associated with a spirit animal that is a little bit more insectoid, a little bit more, let's say, on the darker spectrum of experiencing. But I'm a big fan of mythosomatics and weaving mythology and weaving archetypes into our somatic experience so that we can find new ways of experiencing and meeting ourselves. So to me, Arachnid, she has her roots in many different mythologies all across the world. She is often seen as a cosmic weaver, a creator, a creatrix that is weaving the web of life. In Greek mythology, we have the three fates. Each one of them is in charge for an aspect of our lives, whether it's elongating the thread, measuring it, or cutting it at the end of life. Arachne is also found in Greek mythology as the goddess who said could weave a more beautiful tapestry than Athena herself. And having overcome the tournament that was placed in front of her and actually done so in a comical and blasphemous way against the gods, Athena turns her into a spider so that she continues her eternal weaving of the tapestry of the web of life as a form of punishment. So she is found in a lot of mythology, in a lot of dark, feminine, embodied mysticism. So today we will begin the practice a little bit differently. Usually I open up with some free flow movement and then go into a more structured movement. But today we will begin a little bit more with yoga and embodiment and a little bit of somatics. But I will create another journey that is more mythosomatic and free. But today we focus on yoga asana and finding our own unique way through the different positions of embodying Arachnid. And so what you will need today is some sort of a scarf or a belt. Originally, I had this wild idea to tie a piece of scarf onto the tree branch and just to play and weave it around. But for today, I wanted to stay on the safer side, and we will be focusing more on the texture and the feeling. So let's get into it. This is a really juicy topic and conversation, and I want you to think of it as a journey of reclaiming power. Whatever you think of Arachnid, whatever is brewed up in your subconscious when you think of spider-like creatures, this is the energy that we're going to take back into our own power today. This is the energy that we're going to dive into and reclaim our fear from. Often when we think of darkness and the creepy crawlies and anything that is wandering around the shadows, we can have an initial reaction of fear, of disgust, of resentment, of, distaste. And so I invite you to bring those feelings with you, to welcome them into this space, to take your power back from them, and to embody more of the dark feminine. The dark feminine is not afraid of embodying, of touching these flavors of experience, because she knows that without them, she can never be whole. So the dark feminine embodiment revolves around being able to take in, to alchemize these feelings that we might often run away from. So things like jealousy, darkness, fear, disgust, the shadow self, especially the unintegrated shadow self, the parts of us that we deem are unlovable and unworthy of our attention. So today we weave and we move with our own shadow, perhaps. We move and weave with the embodiment of Arachnid as a patron, as a symbol of the dark feminine, as a symbol of the dark goddess, the dark mother, matter. The word mother stems from the word matter. And the word matrix, womb, all of them are interconnected and woven together as this energy of creation. So it has different flavors. Today we're going to be exploring one of them. So allow yourself to be moved by the words that I'm speaking. Allow yourself to feel into your soma, into your body, for a felt sense of an experience or an idea, and not necessarily having to understand it all in the mind. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, and come into the body. Come into the body as a way to experience more of you in this moment. So I did a lot of talking. Let's take all of that away and let's just drop into the present moment. So find a comfortable seat. Close down your eyes. Take a moment to pause. What is moving in your subconscious? What is moving in the shadows and in the corners of your mind? And can you allow this concept, this idea, this archetype of Arachnid to not be something that you have to be afraid of? But can you place it on the altar of your awareness in such a way that it is actually something that you can aspire towards? It can be a divine teacher, a divine guide, or simply a representation of your own dark feminine aspect. Imagine learning the different energetic codes and the different ways of experiencing the world and yourself from that state of power, from that state of not being afraid of the dark, from that state of being the courageous creator of your reality. From that place of weaving, of patience, of resilience, of nourishment, of mothering. From that place of knowing how to weave in the dark, and from that place of being the predator, the hunter or the huntress. Can you begin to sense, feel, or imagine these threads of experiences within your own body-mind system? So shifting the Arachnid, however you see her today, from a place of fear into an object of power. And can you just sit with that for a moment, sitting with both polarities, recognizing and noticing that we can both fear something and we can also Be resourced by its power. Bringing a little bit more awareness onto your breath. Notice how it's falling in and out of your body. Your breath is your guide in this practice, your ally, and this feeling and this texture of unraveling within your heart space. So wherever you feel tension in your psyche or in your body, allow the breath to land into that space. And perhaps you can invite any form or energy of arachnid to come and unravel and weave within your energetic system. You can imagine her as a being made of light. You can imagine her as simply a ball of energy, of sunlight, of lightness, of white matter. And if you feel edgy, if you want to play and experience, you can also imagine her in her most powerful, in that way that scares you the most. And offer your divine trust to this energy, setting the intention that anything that is to happen in today's practice is all for the benefit of all beings, including yourself. That only love can exist in this place and no damage can be done in this place. This is not a place of harm, of perpetuating our fears or pushing ourselves beyond anything that we do not desire. And we do not welcome any ill or evil energies into our system. Only love can exist in this place. Only healing exists in this place. So once that we've set our intention and cleared our space, take your scarf. I'll invite you to pick it up a few times throughout our practice. And if you don't have a scarf, you can absolutely do the same practice with a t-shirt, with a piece of fabric, with your bed linen, or nothing at all. So take your scarf first and simply hold its weight in your arms, with your palms facing upwards, perhaps gently lifting your palms up and down, feeling the weight of the material, the subtlety and the lightness of this material. If you're holding a scarf, this will be something very light. But immediately, can you notice the texture of awareness that is required to feel such lightness? Where can you feel it on the space of your skin? And now curl your fingers in a way that wraps the fabric around your wrist. So I'm holding the material just across my forearms. I'm gonna take my arms towards my chest, curl them through the loop underneath, and now I am somehow lightly bound by the thread, and I'm going to do it one more time. So my hands are woven twice against the fabric. And I just want you to play here. So not undoing the ties, but just feeling the pressure and the constriction that is now in your palms. You can play with contrast, with mirroring different movements, with feeling how it feels to try and separate your hands only to meet resistance. If we think of Arachnid, she is the weaver. She is the master of the thread. And you can try and play with sculpting and weaving this fabric, this material between your hands to test, to feel into your hands, into your range of motion of your fingers. And now perhaps pulling the scarf from one wrist so that it stays on the other, and taking it and brushing it across your left forearm, across the back of your neck, and through your back, through your shoulder, letting it drop through the front of your body, letting it brush through your legs, and one more time through your forearm, taking your time, focusing on the breath. We are dropping more deeply into the soft sensation of touch, of weaving, of creating, of energy. Do that one more time, brushing the palm of your hand very slowly, even slower. Brushing the top of your hand, forearm, inside your elbow, perhaps slowing it down and moving back towards your palm. Letting it come up through the top of your arm, the side of your neck. Feeling it through your back, feeling it through your shoulder, and all the way down to your knees. Now, unraveling it from one hand, we'll take the fabric outstretched between two of our hands, so you have a little bit more leverage. So your palms are holding on to the fabric. Stretch upwards, feeling how much power and alignment your body can actually find with this object to help you, with this sacred thread that you are weaving with today, and begin to bend towards your right. Inhale back to center and exhale slowly left. Inhale to center, exhale right. Inhale to center, exhale left. Inhale right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Feeling the different textures and the dimensions that you get to experience in your own body from simply holding your hands in the same distance. So inhale to the center, exhale to the front, inhale up and behind and around your shoulders. So I need to bend my arms in order to do that. Back through the front, inhale. Exhale through the top and back and down. Perhaps you wish to completely outstretch your arms so that you're holding more of the fabric. So your arms should be, when they're at the top of your head, in like 60 degrees or so. That way you can keep them stretched out when you're reaching behind you. So inhaling through the front and through the back. Playing a little bit with mobility here. And now take a pause, find a comfortable length in your scarf, and we're going to come into a gentle back bend. So make sure that you're reaching up towards the sky, your core is tight. Exhale back with your palms, gently arching your head towards the sky. Deep breath in, deep exhale out. Deep breath in, exhale out. 3 deep breaths in, and exhale. 3 deep breaths in, hold, and exhale, slowly coming up into a gentle arch. I want to decrease the length of my cloth here, of my fabric. Head slightly bowed, arched back, strong core. We're gonna open up to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, rather. Inhale to the left. Exhale, center. So inhale, opening up to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale, opening up to the left. Exhale, center. Beautiful. Let that cloth go for now. I keep calling it a cloth. It's a scarf. It's a scarf, piece of fabric. And come into child's pose. So extended child's pose, knees wide. Allowing your back to elongate, your belly to soften. Deep breath here, deep exhale, following the breath all the way out. And following the breath all the way in. Now lift your forehead from the mat a little bit, looking straight ahead. And take your palms into these claw-like shapes. So lifting your hands onto your fingertips. And begin to press your fingertips into the mat. And imagine that with your body, you're almost pulling yourself back. So spend a moment here just crawling around and imagining as if your hands are these spider-like creatures that are exploring the space around you and the mat. along with you stretching out in child's pose. If this is a little bit too deep for you today, just bring your forearms closer into almost like a sphinx, closer to your body, and actually you can do the same movement, just exploring your hands, walking them from left to right, perhaps reaching and exploring, walking out towards one side, walking down towards the left side, taking your time, noticing your range of motion on the very edge. Perhaps you're getting irritated by how slowly the palm is moving when it's in this shape. Is there any agitation in your system or curiosity? Is there a desire to quicken the move? And now notice how it feels to stay in that shape, but perhaps just play with the space around you. So feeling and allowing yourself to explore, allowing yourself to lift off from your sit bones, reaching and weaving through the space around you. Perhaps bringing your hands to your body in any way that feels good. But exploring and testing and trialing the space around you for just a moment. How is it behind you? How is it to the front and under you? And coming now into tabletop position. Inhaling upwards. Exhaling downwards, inhale up, exhale down, coming into this natural weave of the body. Inhale up, exhale down, letting yourself find the wave and the pulse of life through your body, circling your hips, circling your rib cage, finding intuitive circular shapes with your entire body, letting one elbow drop and then the other. Moving playfully between cat-cow, letting your hands lift from the mat, feeling perhaps lightness on your fingertips, feeling as if you're not putting your entire weight onto them, but you're keeping your weight on your knees and in your core. You're almost becoming a hunter or a huntress, fully in control of her motions, tracking, exploring, experiencing, testing, trialing, seeing, but being in full control because you're not only relying on your hands, you're relying on your core strength. Great job meeting me back in tabletop. Extend your right foot to the side and begin to play in this way. So perhaps bending your knees, pushing your hips towards the right and stretching back towards the left. So bending your right knee, letting your body come closer, stretching out, coming back towards the left. Just finding a little hip motion here, exploring your own limbs and your own joints. The spider, she has 8 legs. So imagine here you are with only 4. The spider in that way teaches about flexibility and agility and the ability to use all of our limbs. So perhaps playing with your foot here, lifting the heel from the ground, adding some more mobility into your lower body. And now take a pause here. So leaving your right foot outstretched, come into that tabletop position, feeling for your hips so that they're square on the mat. Perhaps you want to bring your knee back, re-square your hips, facing all of your joints towards the mat, and with a strong core, extend that leg again. Beautiful. Keep that core strong. Bring the knee back in. Extend the foot back. Bring it back in. Extend it out. Bring it back in. Woo. A little bit of core work here to awaken our fire, our drive. Great job. We're almost there. Place that right foot in front of the mat, in front of your right palm. Dropping your left knee onto the mat. And bouncing out here a little bit, swaying from left to right. Finding your own shape here. Leaving your left palm on the mat, take your right palm up and open up, twisting towards the right. Your gaze following your right hand, twisting open towards the right. So you should be facing the leg that is bent. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Exhale down, plant your right palm on the ground. Take your right knee back to tabletop. Take your right palm again up towards the sky. And now thread it underneath your left arm, coming into this needle and thread pose. So I've taken my right palm and twisted it underneath myself, reaching for the other side, reaching towards the left side. Bending my elbow into 90 degrees on the left hand. Or you can try and lift it up towards the sky. Staying here for a few breaths. If you want to deepen the twist, take your left palm and place it on your right thigh, opening your chest up towards the sky. Breathing deeply, exuding control and power in this pose. Feeling a little bit perhaps upside down, twisted, but like the spider weaving through the dark crevices, so are you able to weave through different challenges and moments in your life that might require a little bit more flexibility. One last inhale and exhale. Take your palm back down to the mat, pushing off against your left arm, lifting back up to tabletop. I'm gonna turn around, but you can stay in that position. We're gonna repeat that on the other side. So take your left foot out. Begin to push into that left leg. Exploring, bringing some mobility into your hips here. Playing with your spider-like qualities. Bending, moving, flowing, circulating, pushing, pulsing, navigating. Beautiful job. Bring that foot back to tabletop, recentering, realigning your hip joints, your hip bones, pushing up against the mat. Keeping your core strong, extend that leg outwards again. So core is strong, bring that knee back in, bring it out. In, out, in, and out. Keep it strong. You've got this. In and out. Test your own resilience. If your wrists are at any point sore, drop to your forearms and you can repeat the same moves right here. You're almost there. Beautiful job. Take that left foot, bring it towards the front of your mat beside your left hand. Letting your right knee drop if it hasn't already. And just sink into your left hip. Bouncing here for a moment. Take your left palm now up towards the sky, twisting open towards your bent leg. Look up, big breath in. Exhale back down. Drop that left palm. Take your left leg, meet back in tabletop. Reorient, realign. Take a breath. Take your right palm up towards the sky, twisting open and pierce through your left arm, opening up towards your left side body. You can inhale your hand up towards the sky or place it on your right leg, twisting open towards the left. Great job placing your left palm onto the mat underneath you, pushing yourself away. Coming back to center and into tabletop. Taking both your palms behind you, letting them rest face down on the mat, relaxing here in child's pose for a moment. Letting your shoulders drop away from your ears towards the mat. Soft belly. Melting, dissolving, unraveling, collapsing into stillness. Inhale up through the center. Exhale back down into happy puppy pose. Watching for any additional strain in your shoulders or in your joints. Don't push yourself beyond what is necessary. Stretching out your armpits. Coming now into walking your feet back towards you into Malasana squat. So low yogi lunge. Squat rather. Can't speak. Low yogi squat. Bouncing here a little bit. Feeling your hips, feeling that bounce through your entire body, through your entire head, pushing your legs apart with your elbows, feeling as if maybe you are sitting on this web of life, and life right now is giving you a bit of a storm. But here you are, learning to find the rhythm and the pulse and the dance on this web of life. Perhaps if you want to play here a little bit, take your arms and take your palms and stretch them out straight away from you. And now lift your heels as you are falling forwards. I hope you can see me. So we start in Malasana, extend our hands wide, And lift our heels up a little bit as we fall towards our hands. So this is a little bit of a modified crow pose, where you can feel your own weight on your hands, on your shoulders. Maybe feeling a little bit of a weightlessness if you get on your tippy toes. But just playing here for a moment. Great job relaxing back. Oof. Letting your legs go out in front of you, shaking them out a little bit. Bouncing your legs. Bouncing your knees, jumping your hips up and down, shaking them left and right. Hitting your feet together. Finding ways just to shake off the stress a little bit from our bodies. Shake, 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 keep shaking. We're going to be moving a little bit through a goddess sequence, so you need your legs nice and relaxed. So inhale up, meet me in wide-legged stance. So find your way, feet a little bit wider than your hips, a little bit, a little bit wider. Stand here in this power pose, so place your palms and your hands on your waist with your chest outstretched. Feeling the stability of your spine, of your legs as they're pressing into the earth. Elongating upwards towards the sky. And now take your palms and arms wide out in cactus pose, 90 degrees. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And fall forward. Letting yourself swoop and sway through the center. Bending our knees slightly into this low goddess pose, but supported with your fingertips. Your hips are low and you're finding any yummy movements here. Perhaps letting yourself fall down completely, but keeping your knees bent. Perhaps even trying to bend them as low as possible and push away, straightening them. And you're finding this gracious flow between the ground and yourself, bending and straightening your knees, allowing the support of your palms in front of your mat. Take a breath. Whew. Twisting open to the right, twisting open to the left, resting your palms on the tops of your knees, not on the very top. I like to rest them on my thighs and twist open, left and right. Ooh, so good. I can feel that in my thighs. Feeling the blood rushing through my body. Ooh. Do that a few times at your own pace. Playing here with where you want to place your arms. Perhaps drawing figure eights on the ground. Scooping low. Straightening up. Bending down. Straightening. Swaying from left to right. Great job. Sink completely into comfortable seat. Taking yourself all the way down to the mat, pulling your knees into your chest. Rocking here from left to right. Letting your heels now drop to the mat in this low bridge pose. Lift your hips up towards the sky and exhale back down, curling your spine inwards. Exhale up. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale and hold here. Hold at the top. Exhale back down. Take your left leg, extend it long. Bring your right knee towards your chest. And extend it long. Bring your right knee again. Pulling it close. And extend long. Pull it in one more time. Exhale long. Inhale. Pull that knee in again. This time, lift your heel up towards the sky as much as you can. So straightening that leg towards the sky. You might be somewhere here at 60 degrees. You might be all the way up here. Place your palm on your belly. And feel if your belly is poofing out. Or if you're able to engage your core as if you're pulling your belly button towards your spine. And moderate according to that. Making spirals and circles with that right knee, right leg. Dancing a little bit as if you're weaving in space. Pulling that leg in again, extending out, swapping sides this time. So right leg goes long, you're pulling in your left leg towards the chest. Exhale, leg long. Inhale, left leg comes back in. Exhale, long. Inhale into the chest. And exhale long. Inhale chest. Exhale long. Playing, stretching, inhaling that heel up towards the sky now. Making sure you have a strong core, strong belly. And now beginning to circle and play here, making figure eights, weaving, spinning. Beautiful job. Now take your palms underneath your bum, underneath your sit bones, and try that with both of your legs up in the sky. So you might wish to have your knees bent. You might wish to straighten them out. Whatever works for you today. You're dancing and playing here. It's almost like you're massaging your lower back, your lower side body, your core. And you're just finding some free flow movements here. It's almost like you have a stinger, like a scorpion's tail at the edge of your feet. And you're just exploring the space around, spiraling, swooping, circling. Feeling your inner fire. Beautiful. Hugging both of your knees close to your chest. Lifting your head up towards your knees. Inhaling deeply, exhaling. So exhale, place your both feet on the mat once more. And now lift your hips up towards the sky and take your arms out above you, playing and weaving in the space as if you could imagine there's a vast open space above you, a sky. And you get to weave whatever it is that you desire into this tapestry of life. So let your hands move intuitively as if they already know how to weave whatever it is that you desire into existence. Keeping your hips high for extra support here, perhaps engaging your root lock, squeezing your pelvis. And if not, you can also keep your hips low on the ground. Whatever works for you today, making sure to scoop low against the ground and behind you, around you, through your center. Perhaps you want to combine your hip movements with weaving of your hands. Or you want to bring your feet together and let your hips open wide, like you are holding the web with your feet and you're dangling from the web of life itself, and you're just weaving and co-creating. You almost don't have to think about it. You just get to allow your hands to do whatever it is that they desire, orchestrating this divine dance of threads and weaving and energy. It might feel nice for you to take your pointed finger and your thumb together into this meditative mudra and just weave your hands in this way. It's almost like you're trying to put a needle, to put a thread through the needle, and you're weaving in this way. Beautiful. Let that go. Pull your arms, pull your legs in towards you one more time, rolling back and forth, coming to seated, moving into tabletop position. This is our last sequence and our last flow. So take your right leg behind you and we're gonna lift it up towards the sky. So you might want to take your left leg, which is low, and push it a little bit behind you. And don't be afraid to play here with different setups and with different ways of being. You're trying to find your balance here as you're moving your leg to the front and to the back. Your sense of balance will be challenged. So allow that to be, allow that to happen. Perhaps placing your right foot all the way to the side as you wiggle with that leg. Perhaps bringing it a little bit to the front, seeing how much balance you can create. Now extend your right palm all the way up to the sky and bring your right knee, right elbow. Inhale, extend, right knee, right elbow. A little bit more of a core side body here. Great job. Take a moment to relax here. Perhaps shaking out your glutes, shaking out your side body, and seeing how you want to play today. Maybe you want to extend that left leg behind you. Maybe you want to pull that leg in. Maybe you want to swivel and spiral through your middle. Whatever one-legged position you want to take in here, you're welcome to do so. So weaving our leg between upward, between down-legged dog, down-legged three-legged dog, scooping it between our palms, opening up to the left, and then moving through our right. So incorporating that first position that we did today. Inhale up, exhale, find some sort of a wiggle and a flow, and take a breath in child's pose, letting your wrists relax. I can really feel all of my limbs today. So we will do that on the other side. Coming back into tabletop position, finding your alignment. Feeling your right palm supporting you. And extending that left leg long behind you, lifting your left arm up to the sky and finding ways to balance against that left leg. Perhaps you wish to place your palm on your hip instead. Maybe that feels more delicious today. Just play around here, testing your mobility, testing your agility. And now, once again, seeing where this pose wants to take you. Are you staying on your knee today? Or do you want to perhaps lift into that bottom leg, stretching out long, and somehow keeping that left leg from hitting the ground, finding ways between three-legged dog, reaching for your elbows, and swooping around the ground. Inhaling back upwards, playing, weaving, making figure eights, perhaps stretching that leg in the opposite direction, swooping in ways that you haven't before. And now landing yourself into a downward facing dog, giving yourself a big yummy stretch, both feet on the ground, and letting your body go into child's pose, arms extended behind you, letting your shoulder blades rest a little bit. Coming back into tabletop once more. We had forgotten our side body crunches on our left side, so worry not. Meet me here, extending your left leg long and left hand above your head, crunching left knee, left elbow, extending and crunching in, extending and crunching in. Beautiful job. Now extend, hold here, and let your left leg drop on the mat behind you. Your knee is supporting you, and you're opening into a back bend wild thing. Letting yourself melt here. Slowing your breath down, pushing your hips away. Exhale, folding inwards in towards tabletop, slowly bringing all of your limbs into the center, twisting your left foot to go into that same position for wild things on the left side. Gently lifting your right palm from the mat, extending your right leg long. Feeling your strength on your left palm. Extend open to the side. Arching your legs back. Arching your hips back. Arching your hips to the front rather. Stretching your side body, opening up towards the front. And swooping back through tabletop. Allow your body to melt towards the ground. Finding your way all the way back to Shavasana. Pulling your knees in, massaging out your back. If shoulder stand is in your practice, we will go into it. And if you want to play, you can also play around with it, but perhaps for you just want to stay here, rocking your hips from left to right, hugging in your knees. Whatever works for you today. If you're going to play with me and shoulder stand, take your shoulder blades together. Your feet are pushed up as if we are preparing for bridge, feet flat on the floor. Your shoulders are pushing up behind your chest. Extending your chest a little bit up away from the ground. Take your palms, and I like to initially go into bridge pose and push my shoulder blades even more together. Then I like to feel how it feels like to hold my weight on my palms, so they're acting as a leverage on my lower back. Fully resting here before my knees and my feet even lift from the ground. So I'm just feeling how this sensation is in my body. To have the weight of my body supported by my hands. Go at your own pace. Be very careful of your body, of any medical conditions you might have, worries or tension. If at all in doubt, take a rest or use a wall or support. So allow yourself to drop for a moment, relaxing fully and completely. So this is a shoulder stand. So the focus is not on the neck. The focus is on pushing yourself away, using the strength of your triceps. Okay, so once again, feeling that stretch of your shoulder blades together. Now pushing up into shoulder stand with your knees bent, supporting your lower back. My knees are bent for now, just to give me a little bit more wiggle room. Test yourself here. Extend your legs out and up into the sky. And play around here, keeping a core strong. Perhaps you want to bend one knee. Play around here, just changing your perspective. Making sure that you are using your triceps Your core is strong. You're taking as little pressure into your neck as possible. If anything at all feels painful, slowly come out of the pose. It's better to do less than more here. You can also here take your knees to your forehead. Inhaling deeply and slowly, massaging your internal organs. Like the arachnid being so intimately close to her inner organs. Almost creating a cocoon for yourself. Changing your perspective on life. And slowly keeping your back strong, supporting yourself as you come out of the pose. Gently allowing your body, your hips to meet the ground, vertebra by vertebra. Hugging your knees in towards your chest. Extending your legs out long. Placing your palms to support you. Lifting your shoulders and your chest towards the sky. Now letting your head fall backwards. Counteracting the stretch in our neck. Opening up towards the sky. And letting your body sink all the way down into Shavasana. Perhaps taking that scarf or that blanket and wrapping it around you. Placing it on your body, giving yourself a bit of a hug. Staying here for as long as you need. Integrating the practice. What silks can you wrap around your body? If you were to undergo a transformation in this moment, what would you weave into your cocoon, into your energy field, into your body? What would your environment be woven from? What do you need to fully let go and surrender to this transformation, to this rebirth, to this undoing, to this change, to this process of creation? What is it that you need? Can you tend to yourself as if you were a precious flower that needed tending to, like a rose blooming in the garden? You hold yourself that tenderly, that sweetly. If you need more time here, please stay here. And if you are ready, begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Gently pulling your legs in towards you, stretching, rolling to the right and rolling to the left. Then staying on the right side for just a little bit before making your way up to your seat. It has gotten a little bit dark and a little bit cool. Take your time. Coming back into seated, where we're gonna close the practice. Taking your arms wide above your head. Letting your arms cross through the center, through your heart center. Inhale up, arching, looking up. Hands to prayer through the center. One last time. Inhale up. Gathering your entire practice, integrating it through the center, palms together at heart space. Taking a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Thanking yourself for this practice today. Gently opening your eyes to this day or to this evening. Noticing how differently you feel in your body. If there's anything that shifted or changed from when you first sat down. Is there any new embodied discovery that you were taken away from today's session? Any new threads that you can follow, that you want to weave into your life? Do you see the arachnid, the archetype and the energy of the dark feminine, the dark mother in any new way? And is this something that you can recognize as a place of power or as a source of strength in any future endeavors that you might have or challenges in your life? Perhaps this energy within you, this archetypal embodiment, can help you weave your way out of shadow, of any places that might feel constricting. Maybe she can help you to find your way out, or to build a web or a cocoon that allows you to withhold the storm. It might be a really beautiful practice to journal on what is arachnid to you. What is your subconscious bringing to you, and what you can understand of the arachnid as a source of power and as a source of strength. You get to weave and create of this life what it is that you desire. So, what if instead of fear, you anchor into power? What if you take your power away from that which is crawling and creeping around the night and in the dark shadows of your unconscious, and you step into the power of the creatrix, the creatress of your existence, the weaver of life and the thread of life. Learning to sometimes dance in the mess, to be dissolved in that cocoon that you yourself have cultivated. that safe environment that you have cultivated for yourself. Maybe sometimes that is necessary for the next chapter of our lives. Even if we want to keep going and keep pushing, maybe it's good to let ourselves surrender into the mess a little bit. And to, at the very least, keep safe in our cocoon until the storm blows over. So, yeah, make some art, journal, draw, free write poetry, whatever you feel inspired to do, or drink a beautiful warm cup of tea to just ground back into the world and carry whatever you discovered in today's practice forward into the world with you. Ciao!